My So-Called Transcultural Vida by Lillian Ramos. Orellana writes in her book, Transculturation is the reinventing of a new common culture based on the meeting and intermingling of different people and groups. Growing up, hablando puro español was natural to me. Because my parents were born and raised in Nuevo León, Mexico, Spanish was my home language. Pero el día que empecé kindergarten, everything changed. My mother, in her infinite wisdom, decided to place me in all English classes as opposed to the bilingual program. At school, it was all English all the time. I never thought anything of it. To me, it was normal. I guess at school, we don't speak Spanish. We only speak English. Luckily, my family did not let me forget all of my Spanish. They became what Chris Gutierrez called a third space. My family and I have our own language. Because of Spanglish, I was always tied back to Spanish and continued to speak English. Though I didn't know it at the time, growing up, my family always used translanguaging. Using our Spanglish as our love language was a way that we communicated amongst all of us. Even to this day, we continually translanguage and code switch. Though many outsiders see our language as incorrect or non-academic, it's still ours and we communicate with it. Garcia and Way write, the only way to communicate in bilingual families is to translanguage. Translanguaging at its core is just languaging. We have created our own way of communicating that is so special to those of us that grew up in the RTV. We have an open border with language. Thinking back, now I realize, had it not been for my family creating a type of third space for me at home, my entire native language would have been taken away by my formal schooling. To this day, no matter how much schooling any of us have around each other, Spanglish comes naturally. As new words are being created, we always make them our own. As I reflect on what we've learned in class, I realize it is because of my family I have a fluidity of language, came from a translanguaging and transcultural environment, maintained my home language, and participated in bidirectional learning. Gracias for listening! Me encantaría dedicar este video a toda mi familia entera, aunque solo la mitad están en esa foto.